Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Two Idiots in a Movie podcast, episode 31. I'm your host, Chris, and here with me always is my co-host, Matt.
Hello, everyone. We are reviewing Nightcrawler. Christopher.
Yep.
Tell me what the hell's happening here.
Okay, so we have our main character played by Jake Gyllenhaal, known as Lou Bloom. Well, his real name's Lewis, I think, but we're just gonna call him Lou. Louis, something like that. Basically, he is a petty thief who steals stuff, and he's looking for a job. And he basically stumbles into this new job of night crawling, which is filming horrific accidents and crimes scenes in LA and selling it to whichever news studio pays you the most.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's basically the plot of the movie is him going around and trying to be the very best night crawler and doing anything he has to be the best.
That dude.
Jake Gyllenhaal's performance in this is amazing. He goes absolutely.
Yeah,
he sells the craziness.
He 100% commits to this.
Yeah, 100%. Because Lou is a scary character.
I'm pretty sure he's psychotic.
Yeah, I would consider him to be a psychopath. Because, there's so many things he does in this movie that is psychotic. Because, we start off with the beginning of the movie, and he's stealing chain link fence, and the security guard for wherever he's stealing this from, walks up to him and tells him, "You're not supposed to be here," or whatever. And Lou sees his watch, and I think Lou kills him because it cuts straight from after Lou punches him in the face to Lou with his watch. I think that Lou kills him.
I think he just beat the shit out of him.
Matt thinks he beats the crap out of him.
His watch.
Yeah, but yeah, he basically steals a bunch of stuff and then he goes to the scrapyard to sell it. Like he's stealing manhole covers and chain link fence and stuff like that, and he goes and sells it and asks for a job, and they said, "No way in hell I'm giving a thief a job here." And so after that, he basically just stumbles into night crawling because he sees an accident and pulls over and sees people doing it. And he's like, "Yeah, I can do that.
I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm a psycho. I can do this."
Yeah.
Just like the character, Jake Gyllenhaal, 100%. The character 100% commits to this job, and Jake Gyllenhaal 100% commits to that.
Yeah, definitely. His character definitely 100% commits because he even tampers with crime scenes to make them look more presentable for filming. Like dragging a body into the light so he has better lighting.
Yeah.
Because they would get to crime scenes sometimes way before police would even get there, and film some before they got there and then when they got there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he goes off the deep end a little.
This movie's very unsettling.
Yeah, the entirety of this movie just has this vibe, this unsettling vibe, and you just see Jake Gyllenhaal's character is always smiling. He has that creepy, crazy smile and look in his eyes. And we got some other characters besides Lou. We have his partner, or not partner. He's the person he hires, Rick. What'd you think of him?
Riz Ahmed.
Yeah.
This is the first movie that us actually watched Riz Ahmed in.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. And he's getting other movies too.
Yeah, he did. I think he did phenomenal in his role
Definitely.
in this movie. And I feel so bad for his character because he's I think he said he's living in a garage and he basically has no money.
Yeah, and young and naive, and he doesn't know what he's getting himself into.
Yeah, he has no clue, and he don't have a sense of self-worth either, because how much is he paying him a night? Like $50 a night or something like that? Or maybe it was even less than that.
Yeah.
And he was like, is that good? And Lou's like, yes, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just feel so bad for the guy. Especially what happens at the end.
Yeah, he gets screwed over.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Besides Rick, we also have Nina, which is played by Renee Russo. Nina is the person that Lou goes to the news place and sells his footage to.
Yeah, and they kind of build a unsettling bond.
Yeah, and very messed up relationship.
Yeah. One kind of uses the other.
A lot. Yeah. Oh, something else that Lou's character does that's really messed up in this movie is when he kills the other Nightcrawlers by, I'm assuming, cutting their brakes.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, he cuts the brakes.
He cuts their brakes, and then they crash, and he films there so he can sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
He'll do anything for the story.
Yeah. Especially by the end of the movie. But this is a great movie with great acting, great performances all around.
And this movie, it does a good job of the commentary of, media outlets. All they care about is getting a good story.
Yeah.
They don't care how it happened or how they got it, or even if it's true. They just care if it's a good story and it can make them money.
Yeah, it's definitely good commentary on that, and it's also good commentary on how they won't tell you the entire truth at once.
Yeah.
Because when they were talking about the home invasion that happens at the end, it was actually about drugs, but they withheld that part to make a panic and make them people want to come back later.
Yeah, and watch more of the show.
Which is so fucked up.
Definitely.
To do. That's why it's hard to believe anything you hear on the news.
Fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
Fake news.
Man. It's so hard to trust them when they pull shit like this.
Exactly.
Oh, when Lou is first starting, he really fucks up. He gets way too close to the scene and pisses the cops off and people.
Cops off, and then doesn't he piss off another Nightcrawler?
Yeah, because they end up fucking... He gets so close when they're trying to do their stuff that they end up making them both leave.
Yeah.
Which I don't see why they wouldn't make them leave in the first place. Because if I get into a car wreck and I'm my arm is bent the opposite way and I'm bleeding from several places, I don't want to be filmed.
Yeah, I don't want a camera in my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, I don't see how this is allowed. Let's talk about, we kind of mentioned it earlier, Lou and Nina's relationship a little. You can kind of tell from the first time they meet each other that Lou kind of likes her a little.
Even though she's kind of older.
Yeah, she's definitely older than him, by 20 years.
If that.
Yeah.
More than that.
Yeah. And he asks her out to dinner, and she does it. And then when she gets to dinner, he basically blackmails her into having sex with him.
So she can keep getting the stories.
Yeah, he says, if you don't fuck me, basically, then I will go sell my footage to someone else. And she has to agree. What you think about that, Matt?
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Just another reason why this movie can be so uncomfortable and unsettling, I think.
Yep.
Let's jump forward to the end of the movie. The home invasion. This is the biggest part of the movie right here. This last little stretch. So they have their police scanner and they get the radio call of a home invasion and they go there. And while they're there, the people get shot, and Lou just keeps filming.
He keeps filming it.
He films the people going out, and then he walks into the house and films the dead bodies.
Doesn't he move one of the bodies?
Does he? I know he moves the gun. I don't think he moves because he moves the gun to be in a better shot.
Yeah, they have a better shot.
Yeah. I can't remember if he moves one of the bodies because I know there's a body. There's a body in the kitchen. There's a body on the couch, and there's a body in the bed. I don't think he moves any of the bodies for this one. He did for a couple car wrecks, though. And he basically films it right after they've been shot. And he don't call the cops.
No, he doesn't call the cops first. He wants to get the shot first. That's all he cares about.
Yeah. It just shows you how much he don't care about anything else except making his money.
Yep.
And then after he leaves, he edits the video to edit out where the people who shot him, where you can see them. So he only shows as if he just walked up to the house and found them like this.
Yeah.
It's pretty messed up.
It is very messed up.
And then he calls, once he figures out who the guys are that shot him, follows them until they're in a public place, and then calls the cops so he can film the shootout.
Yeah.
He basically makes his own story to film.
To sell.
Yeah. This movie gets really messed up in the end.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Matt, what was your favorite part of the movie?
It's probably the shootout in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so messed up.
Yeah, I like that ending scene, too. It's like it goes from a shootout and then it goes to a car chase.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to mention this. Yeah. Well, after the car chase is done and they wreck, Lou comes up and he's like, yeah, they're not dead. And he sends his partner in there, Rick, and Rick gets shot because the guy is alive.
Yeah.
And yeah, Lou basically killed him. And then he films it.
And he films
his partner dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. But yeah, like you said, I think that's probably my favorite part too, of the shootout and it escalating to the car chase. The whole ending scene it just shows how messed up the movie is.
How messed up that character is.
Yeah, he is beyond messed up. And then he brings it to Nina, and Nina's like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted.
Really?
That's how she is, right?
Yeah, but like, really, this is what you want to show.
And they do end up showing it. Got any trivia for us? Trivia time? Question mark.
I got one.
What you got?
Jake Gyllenhaal. Probably saying that wrong.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
He lost 20 pounds for this role.
Why?
It was his idea because he wanted his character to look like a hungry coyote.
A hungry coyote.
It makes sense.
That's a good analogy for his character too. Interesting. All right, well that's cool actually. It's an interesting fact.
You know what's the most unbelievable thing about this movie?
What?
He didn't receive a Academy Award nomination for this film.
He didn't?
He did not.
I did not know
bull
that.
Crap.
That is bullshit. Because his performance is... When did this movie come out? 2014, I think?
I think so.
Pretty sure that's what it... Yeah, 2014. What else came out in 2014?
I don't know.
That could... Anyways, that's bullshit. Yeah. He should have got one because it was amazing. Yeah. He did a great job. His performance is top notch. One of Jake Gyllenhaal's best movies.
Yes, definitely.
100%. Got anything else you want to talk about, Matt, before we get to our ratings?
No, okay. That's everything for me.
Alright, well, rating 0 to 10. Give it to us, Matt. What you got?
I give it 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 for you? I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I really like this movie.
I can tell.
It's one of my favorite movies. I just like Jake Gyllenhaal's performance. I like how messed up the story gets.
How messed up
his character is. It's just great in a very messed up kind of way.
Definitely.
Yeah. But nah, 9 out of 10 for me. 8 out of 10 for Matt. Got anything else you want to say real quick, Matt, before we sign off?
No, I don't have anything.
All right. Well, I think that's it for us today. We hope you enjoyed listening to us talk about Nightcrawler. You should follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We put out new episodes every Sunday and Wednesday. And we'll see you next time when we talk about Die Hard with a Vengeance.